PK52, the Saturday morning meeting, a continuation from last week. Last week we started talking about opportunities, driving business to yourself. So this week, this is a picture right here of a gigantic crowd. Obviously this is prior to COVID-19. There's no social distancing. You don't see a mask in the crowd. And my biggest question is, where'd they go? They didn't disappear. We've got less traffic to the dealership now. We got more internet traffic. I've been doing some investigation, and I'm looking at where is the business evolving. As a sales professional, as a service professional, somebody that depends on these people to come do business with me for me to make a living, I've got to retrace myself and figure out where my biggest opportunity is. There's a lot of sales professionals in all kinds of industry that are receivers. They're there, they work the hours, they wait for the traffic to come to them, and they do a fantastic job once the traffic comes to them. So the business provides the traffic, they sell at a percentage of the traffic that comes in, the best they can do. There is a group of people right now that have gone to the next level. What they've done is they've started to promote themselves. For example, don't want to get in trouble with any of these right here, but I just had a Tacoma traded in. It's a 2-year-old Tacoma. It's only got 18,000 miles on it. It is a color that is, in the market that I'm in, drives traffic to the store. So that vehicle's traded in. It's in trade row. It was traded in last night at 9 p.m. This morning, I've gone outside and I've taken multiple photos of that. In fact, I'll tell you exactly how many photos I've taken of it. 4. I've taken 4 photos of that vehicle. I've written a description of that vehicle, and I put that online on an online buyer service. I'm allowed to put 4 pictures at no cost, and then they'll promote that. So, you know, that's a vehicle that I want to sell. I've got this vehicle outside into an open area to sell now 7 days before the dealership ever posts it to their website. I may have a buyer within hours, and I'll start working a car deal on that. So I'm ahead of the curve. I'm not telling everybody to do that, but I'm just saying, based upon selling to the market, people are looking for specific vehicles and information on those vehicles. Join a group. Find out what you love to do. Let me just name some things. So I'm not a gamer. I was born after the gamer situation. I know a lot of people my age are gamers, but it seems like the relationship that you build if you're on one particular game, there is a group of people that come and play that game all the time. And you know, I listen to my sons and they talk about these people like they grew up with them. They spent all this time in their life. They know everything about this person, and they may be in a different part of the country or maybe across town, but they have never met them in person, and they will never meet them in person. But a significant point or a part of each one of their days are that interaction that they have in this digital gaming mode. If you're a gamer, then the world is out there ready for you to expose yourself. Why wouldn't you tell people that you're in the car business? Hey, you know, before we set up to, storm this city with our game or whatever we're playing, I want everybody to know, hey, this is what I do for enjoyment, but what I do for a living is sell cars. If you guys need a car, I can get you a car. I can make arrangements where you live to get a car. I can broker the car for you. So I don't know how many people that you touch if you're a gamer. I mean, some people, it's almost an infinite number of people. Why wouldn't you tell the people that you interact with in your spare time, in your enjoyment time, what you do for a living and turn that into a revenue producing time? If in the winter time you have to stay indoors and you play in a pickup basketball league, start the league by telling everybody in the league that you sell cars for a living. Once I've created myself outside the dealership, there's a lot of fun things to do. It's funny because back when we all started out, I guess the number one activity after the end of the day was going to the bar. How many people are in the bar every single time that you go in there. It's the same group of people. It's changed during COVID right now, but you take yourself back a year and a half ago, the same group of people were in there every night, and you're in there, you're talking about your family, you're talking about your life, what you grew up with, you learn all about these people. I mean, these people don't come to your house, but they're a part of your daily activity. Why don't all of those people buy cars from you? So what I'm asking you to do today is stop and think. What are the things in your life that give you joy? I'm going to give you a story, and I'm going to end today. So when I was running Atlanta Toyota, I have 4 sons, and my kids played Pop Warner football. And I don't know, you may watch the NFL or college or high school football, but there's not anything better than watching a bunch of really young kids in a great organized Pop Warner deal. It's just a lot of fun. You guys know I like to talk. So I did the 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock game on Saturdays at Duluth Field. I was the voice on the microphone. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Duluth Field, the Duluth Wildcats versus the South Gwinnett Comets. A little Pop Warner football. Get loud, get up, open your wallet, buy stuff from the concession stand because we're trying to keep this league open. And then I would sit there and my older boy, which I didn't get to watch him play because I had responsibilities at the dealership, he and his friends would spot, and we'd find a kid that the play would start, he'd run to the sidelines, and we made sure we got him in there. A big tackle made by number 80, Timmy Johnson. What a great play, and his dad's going, that's my kid. Well, he wasn't really in on the tackle. He was already at the sideline, but now his name was announced over the speaker. And I would sit there and do a play, big play right there. It seems like the whole South Gwinnett Comet team went down to the Duluth Wildcats. Speaking about great, Sienna minivan right across the street at Atlanta Toyota. Come after the game. We have a restaurant there. If your kids are in uniform, free food for your kids. Back to play. So I got in trouble from the league by doing Toyota commercials during the game, but they didn't kick me out because I could get all the names in between each play. So I took that. Gang, you don't know how many cars I sold to people from out of our market because they were already there. They could come over, visit the dealership, get a meal. And so I took what my kids were doing and I turned it into a revenue time. And I enjoyed it. As soon as the last play was over to the second game, I would be in the dealership. We'd had a 10 a.m. quick meeting on a Saturday morning because it was time to go get your knees up. I'd be so geeked and amped when I walked in there. It didn't take but 5 minutes to get everybody fired up because I'd already emceed 2 small football games. So I don't know what you can do. But I know that you're some of the most gifted talkers that I ever met in my life. There's nobody better at speaking to total strangers than all of you. Use your skill, use your talent, become digital, and all of these people now become your clients. But now, instead of finding them behind their mask at Home Depot or at the grocery store, you're going to have to find them digitally. PK52, the Saturday morning meeting.